Last week, we were joined by Dr. Frayne Olson of North Dakota State University Extension. We chatted about international trade and what the future holds for soybeans. This week, we continue our conversation and begin with his thoughts on the current state of the ag industry.
We're kind of feeling our way through this new path that we're down. There isn't a lot of clear direction on what might be coming next. There's still a lot of uncertainty about the trade issues and how those trade issues are actually going to play out. And so I think the planning horizon for a lot of people has become much shorter. This time last year, I think people are looking further into the future, trying to make plans. Now the planning horizon is much tighter, and everybody's saying, well, we don't want to make too large a commitment because we may be making a mistake. We don't want to necessarily make real large investments in new enterprises until we have a better feel for what this might look like.
So I want to switch gears for a second and talk about technology in the ag industry. Is there anything in particular that you see on the horizon for 2019?
I guess I don't see anything as a single groundbreaking new technology coming in play, but I do think we're going to stay down the path of continued technology adoption, the use of technology. My view is I think we're going to spend a lot more time in the next year, possibly 2 years, really focusing on how do we use the information that we have available, especially being collected by some of the precision ag tools that we have. We've been able to collect this data. We're starting to figure out how to be able to analyze it, use that information for better decision making. We're getting some decision tools now that are using that information. I do think that's really going to be the focus the next few years, especially as margins remain tight. And there's this push for trying to increase efficiency and making sure that your decisions are sound and you're making the right move.
So do you think things like tech and trade will be the top issues for the new year, or anything else you see that you haven't mentioned?
Well, when we look at it from the marketing lens, there's always two big uncertainties, the weather and politics. And of course, trade falls into that politics category. So I do expect that we're going to be talking about the trade and trade issues, not only with China, but we're also working on trying to do some bilateral agreements with Japan. So I think the trade topic is going to be one of those ongoing themes. Weather is obviously an issue that we need to be focused on. And so I do see those as really the two big major topics, buckets or major categories of issues we need to face. I do think from a micro level, at the farm level, I think one of the issues that farmers are going to continue to struggle with for the next 6 to 12 months is how do we manage that grain inventory on the farm? How do we make sure it's in really good condition? We're making smart marketing decisions and we start moving that through the system.
And Frayne, as we wrap up here, any other advice for the year ahead?
I guess just keep your eyes open and pay attention. I mean, things are changing very quickly. Nobody really has a clear picture of what this is going to play out or how things are going to change. Talked to many people within the industry, from the farm level all the way through transportation and export levels, and everybody's trying to figure out what's coming next. So we're all kind of making this up as we go, if you will, and trying and experimenting. So try and leave your options open. Try and be as flexible as possible as we move through the next year. And again, think about your decisions and make the best choices for your farm.